July 6, 1966, Isle Royale National Park, Michigan. A team of divers exploring the sunken freighter SS Kamloops descended into the icy depths of Lake Superior, cold, dark, and so clear it looked like air. At about 250 feet down, their flashlights caught a shape hovering near a doorway. A woman's body, preserved perfectly, her skin pale and waxen from decades of cold. The divers called her simply the Lady of the Lake. For years, no one knew who she was. Divers would descend to visit her, a silent figure floating in the engine room, hair rippling slowly in the current. Unlike the rest of the crew of the Kamloops, whose bodies had decomposed or been claimed by silt, she remained whole. Local legends grew. Some called her a ghost guardian, others a curse on the wreck. It took scientists decades to unravel why. The frigid, oxygen-poor water of Superior had created a natural cryogenic tomb. At those depths, the lake never thaws. Her body was so well preserved that even her clothing, a wool skirt and leather boots, remained intact. In the 1990s, forensic divers and historical records finally connected her to a real person, Alice Betty King, age 23, a clerk aboard the Kamloops. The freighter had gone down in December 1927 during a violent blizzard, trapped in ice and sleet. 22 crew members were lost. When the wreck was found decades later, only partial remains were recovered, except for her. Alice was born in Thunder Bay, Ontario. She was the youngest on board and one of only 2 women. Letters from her family spoke of her love for the Great Lakes and her wish to see the world before settling down. Those letters were returned to her mother with nothing else. Divers say Alice's body still rises and falls slightly with changing water pressure, a slow motion movement that startles first-timers. When she touches a beam or bulkhead, her skin releases tiny silver bubbles, a sign of natural preservation. Her eyes are closed, her expression peaceful. Scientists called it a miracle of chemistry. Locals called it a miracle of the lake. What makes her story unsettling is that she appears to move. Divers in the 1980s found her position had shifted from the engine room to an outer corridor, as if she'd been trying to leave. In 2009, a documentary crew captured new footage, showing her face turned slightly toward the camera since the previous year. No one touched her. No current strong enough to move a body exists that deep. Today, the Kamloops is a protected dive site. The Lady of the Lake remains there, preserved in water as cold as liquid glass. Divers descend in silence to see her. Some leave flowers weighted with lead. Others just watch their own reflections in her frozen eyes.